We just found out that people of color are disrupting Pilates spaces and cheapening the brand. Get in here. It hurts us to say that another diva is down. Okay, and this is our third diva down just this year alone.
Yeah. Well, it's our new segment now. Diva's down.
Okay, and honestly, we're here to bridge things because this video went super viral on TikTok, because that's where it originally happened.
Yes.
And the girlies know Raven through social media as a Pilates girl.
Exactly.
But girls like us, okay, H&R, we know her through Love is Blind.
So for people who don't know, Pilates Body Raven from Love is Blind, she was a cast member in season 3. And who could forget about that? She was in love with SK. They had that wonderful interactions in the pods. Then they got engaged. And during the altar, SK said,
I do not.
Exactly. Let's be honest. Everybody was shocked. I was extremely shocked. I was mortified for her.
Even his mama was like,
say, I do.
He was giving weird faces. He was like...
He was smiling. And he was like getting off of saying, I'm going to say no to this woman. Yeah. I'm going to say it. Yeah.
Either way, I think everybody was on Raven's side.
Of course.
She was sweet. She was nice. She was easy to get along with. She was
ditzy at some point.
I don't know. She was giving me a bit anemic. You know what I mean? She was she was very like this to him. Yeah. Everything about it, I'm like... She's an easy girl to get along with, you know? But she had every single right to get angry after the altar.
Either way, after that, she did continue a relationship with SK, and they had a long-distance relationship. But later on, we found out that he had a whole girlfriend on the side. And it was really controversial at that time, but a lot of people stood by Raven. So now fast forward to 2025, Raven Ross, that's her name, built a brand for herself, okay? Surrounding Pilates, you know, and listen, I'm gonna say this. Her TikTok, her YouTube, her Instagram is booming. Just her Instagram alone, she has almost 1 million followers. So good for her, right? But she got herself into hot waters, okay? She posted a video on her TikTok and it got a lot of backlash on it and she immediately deleted. Now we're definitely gonna watch a re-uploaded version of it.
This is gonna be an extremely hot take for my Pilates girls.
All right.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness, as well as disrupting the Pilates space in order to create more diversity and inclusivity.
And who's having
that conversation?
Hello?
what?
Why do you think I do Pilates at home?
Come on,
I'm not trying to disrupt spaces.
No, you do extreme stretching, okay? That's what you do. Okay, you don't do Pilates. You do extreme stretching. And it's weird sometimes.
I don't do Pilates at home.
No, you don't.
What did I do? Extreme stretching?
Yes.
Honestly, I can't tell the difference between yoga and Pilates. I actually believe I do extreme stretching.
Exactly.
But what I think Raven is trying to outline here is that there's 2 questions being imposed by the Pilates community. One is Pilates and proximity to whiteness.
Okay.
And if we impose diversity and inclusion, would it disrupt the spaces?
I didn't even know there was these type of conversation happening.
No, I heard about it. Like, I would watch vloggers and then like they would be like, oh, okay, I'm in a new city for a photo shoot and I got to do Pilates. And then when they go to that studio, they would see all of it looks like a certain girl. It could be white, it could be Asian, whatever.
Yeah.
That's just how that studio is. And they would even report back, oh my God, I felt like I was disrupting that space. So I heard the conversation. But what would you know, girl? You watch wrestling.
Don't out me on here. I don't watch wrestling.
This is so not your community, girl. Continue.
As someone whose entire purpose of my business, my brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on. What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand? I think of legacy. Think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products are probably like handmade. People check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there. Okay. The design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar. We pay our top coins for these designer items, right?
Okay.
Like you would never walk into Bottega and be like, "Where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay?"
Yeah, she lost me. I don't know what she's talking about at this point. First you were talking about Pilates, and now we're talking about Bottega.
Yeah, I'm confused. Are we talking about the product and like affordability, you know, which is accessibility, or what per se? Like she lost me at the beginning. I understand her little intro. You know, I started my whole brand based on diversity and inclusion for all women.
Yeah, I think she's saying that if there's a lot of people entering those spaces in we call it in the Pilates space.
You're such a former streamer.
Yeah. It will cheapen the idea of what is Pilates is. That's how I saw it. You know, that's what I'm hearing, okay? The thing is, Bottega or these fashion brands, there is a lot of diversity. There's a lot of women in all walks of lives and in different shades of color who are buying those brands. So
we can't afford Bottega. What are you talking about?
Girl, there's different versions of us out there buying it, okay?
She went to fashion, you know, Bottega, and I feel like her thought didn't translate. Like she lost me there. Like there's certain people who can afford Bottega and therefore they are the look.
Okay.
But that's like everybody, honey.
Yeah.
Black, white, Asian disabled people, marginalized people, you name it. Can't afford it if you have the coins.
Exactly.
Now let's translate that thought over to Pilates. What are you trying to say, friend?
Yeah, it's not translating, okay? Are you saying that, are you trying to saying that diversity cannot be in those spaces and is going to cheapen the brand? So if all of us go there, okay, then Pilates is not going to be like Pilating anymore. You know what I mean? It won't be that. First of all, it's an exercise. I'm like, are we?
I never thought stretching our core is luxury.
Anybody can do it.
It is luxury, honestly.
Yes.
That's really sad.
I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked generations to preserve this method of exercise, to even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum.
Okay, we're gonna calculate that. I'm gonna check this out. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
A good program?
You guys, it's 20 days. It's 20 days.
Yeah.
It's 20
days.
You guys do the math. 20 days.
That's it. For a good program?
For a great program.
I feel like my CPR and first aid training was longer than that. I don't know, but what stood out to me is the word she's using, like preserve.
Legacy?
Yeah. I'm getting scared right now. Like, I'm scared if she wants us to spell it out. Like she's breadcrumbing us. No, you say it, Raven. I think I know what you're trying to say next.
Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap. That's why things like Legree and Solid Core are more successful, right? They took away a little bit of the craftsmanship of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now we're a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay because now more people can do it.
Okay,
all right?
She's confusing me.
Just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates. But I do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about okay.
First of all, she's not coming after a specific group of people. She could be talking about pregnant women, men, disabled people, people of color, marginalized group. Everybody's getting included in this conversation. And I feel like she's saying if we include you guys in the prestige of Pilates, then we're going to lose what made it work. We're going to
What made it a thing?
What made it authentic? What made it a legacy? What made it still here now? Is because we maintained it. That's what I feel like she's saying. So I feel like everybody has a fair game to jump in and talk about how they feel about it.
And I'm going to say this. She's also a person of color. I don't know what she's talking about, okay, Raven?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I don't think you came from a wealthy family.
Oh.
I don't think so. You had to do the whole 500 hours of training and become a Pilates instructor. And I thought the reason why you wanted to become an instructor is because you wanted to make it affordable and, you know, and also show other people of color that this is our thing, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know why she's acting all brand new and say we need to preserve these spaces and not cheapen it, okay? Like she confused me. The whole time I was like, you had a point, then after your real feelings just showed up and, you know, and you contradicted yourself.
But there is a point that she mentioned, which I agree on. She called it craftsmanship, but I think she's talking about the integrity of the exercise, Pilates. You know, the techniques they use, the style and the delivery. I feel like that should be maintained.
Yeah.
You know, because she brought up an example about how somebody took the reformer as an example, and then they made a mega reformer or whatever. Cool. I agree with her on that one. Keep the integrity of the exercise or the sport. But I feel like it should be for everybody. I definitely agree with that.
definitely understand. But the thing is, I don't think she knows the history of the Pilates. You know what I mean? And it came from a guy named Joseph Pilates who was born in Germany. Okay.
Wait, I thought it's from Winchester, UK.
No, not at all. Yeah. Now, during World War I, okay, he became a prisoner by the British. Okay.
There it is.
And he was in an internment camp. So, yeah. So the thing is, during his time there, he developed an exercise and the equipment for that exercise, which later on became Pilates. It was literally for the inmates in the prison. So because some of them were injured, some of them couldn't, you know, use their bodies in a certain way. So he made that regimen, he made that exercise for those guys so they could move their bodies better. Fast forward today, we modernized it. We made it into something that is actually, if she's talking about the legacy, okay? If she's talking about the legacy, sweetheart, you're not following it whatsoever. Yeah.
So Raven out here causing a civil war over a prison exercise?
Yes.
Was he guilty of the crimes he committed?
No, I don't think so whatsoever. It was World War I, sweetheart. But yeah, so it was for people who had issues with their bodies. Now, if we're talking about accessibility,
they're the priority.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, not Lululemon and you're having your matcha and everything. Listen, in the end of the day, in the end of the day, I believe Pilates is for all. The big girls, the short girls, the tall, the ones who have disabilities, women who are pregnant. It's for everybody. Now, she did an apology video, and let's check that out.
I want to address what I said in my previous video.
Oh.
Start by saying classism, elitism, or anything adding to the larger conversation of like exclusion in wellness or fitness is unacceptable.
Okay.
Hindsight is
We know
always
that.
2020, and I see how my words contributed to that narrative.
Probably
And
you're losing
even though
followers?
That wasn't my intention. I know that intention doesn't erase impact.
All right.
My mission has always been to share my passion for Pilates and wellness with as many people as possible, specifically women.
Okay.
Like, I care about women. And everyone else too. But I really care about supporting women.
This is probably one of my favorite apologies out there. You know why? She's letting you know she don't care.
She doesn't care.
You know what I can't stand?
Yeah.
Are the people who say something that they really don't regret and then come out and do an apology and you know it's fake.
And
you
they're
know?
boohoo crying.
Yeah,
And they
they're-
have a ukulele and everything. People know what I'm talking about.
And it's like, you're so fake. You're so fake. Oh, I wish people could see through you.
Well, you know-
Hers is so, I love it. It's unfazed, out of touch. Even though she started off like, hi guys, okay, I'm
here.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, you know what she's giving me? She's giving me Love is Blind season 3 when she was talking to Bartiz in the pods, and he was talking about his family and his past and everything. And after she started doing the jumping jacks, you know what I mean?
Jacks.
Like she doesn't care. You know, that is Raven. And it seems like her sensitivity button's off.
Yeah, there's something about her that's just very unfazed, dismissive, a lack of empathy. You know what I mean? Even the apology, she was like, okay. And those kind of people somehow scares me because there's nothing you can tell them that's sad enough to elicit an emotional response.
Yes.
But when something happens to them, ooh, you better shed every tear.
Yeah.
You know, they
You better
want you to
line up.
understand and relate.
Support her. Yeah.
It's crazy.
You guys, at this point, please like and subscribe to our channel. And bye now.